Hey friends, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Art.
I'm Dana.
And you are likely here because you are either looking at or already purchased this behind us. And if you are one of our regular friends to the shop and to the channel overall, let me introduce our newest horse to the stable. The all-new 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe Calligraphy Edition.
What do you mean one horse? She has 281 horses.
That's right, 281 horses.
The Calligraphy Edition comes standard with the 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine paired with an all-wheel drive system and 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. That's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful, absolutely. But great feeling one.
A great feeling one, yes. So it's not a CVT, it actually is an automatic transmission, and this vehicle has technology oozing out of its pores.
And that is one of the reasons why we are creating this episode. Now, in the research for this vehicle, because they are highly sought after and in very low supply, as many newer vehicles are right now, there were at least half a dozen to a dozen reviews and walk-around videos on YouTube discussing this vehicle from many different channels. But to avoid going through the same thing that everyone else has already done, we wanted to create an episode of roughly a dozen specific features that we learned about either post-buying with the dealer, which was only a few, or just going through and learning it through the owner's manual and putting our hands on it all and trying to figure it out.
Just driving it, just using the car, you'll find little things, and I'm sure this won't be an exhaustive list either.
No.
I'm sure, in a month I'm going to find something new and go, hey Art, did you know this?
I'm sure I will do the same. And it's really important to know as much as you can when you are purchasing a new vehicle, especially one at this price point with the amount of features, because it could make the difference in your overall decision. Let's go ahead and get started on walking through with number one.
Begin the count.
Customizable user profiles. And customizable, okay, well, everybody knows, let's program my seat. Let's be able to set that to where it moves the seat to wherever I want it to go. But what other features are part of that customization?
Let's see. You have your stereo presets, your volume, even how your phone and which phone connects with the Bluetooth automatically.
Yes. And the heating and AC.
Heating, the AC, where the heads-up display is located. There are so many different customized settings within those user profiles. And one thing that I really like is that volume control. So if Art's driving the car and taking full advantage of that Harman Kardon stereo system, when I get in my car, it's quiet again.
I love that. I'm an audiophile. I like it loud. But the fact of being able to have full heating controls on there and it's set to where I want it when I get into the vehicle is fantastic. So a great expansion of the regular profile 1 and 2 that are typically on the newer cars nowadays. Number 2. Is the rear hatch. Now, there are some makers that have where you can walk up and you can put your foot dangling underneath the rear bumper in
do the
order,
hokey pokey.
Yeah, do the hokey pokey in order to open the hatch. But that's not necessarily safe, especially if you are older or you have a disability, you're on crutches, whatever the case may be, or just holding your children in your arms.
Yes.
That just may not be smart and safe. This one actually makes it even easier. So let's demonstrate. So as long as you have the key fob in your pocket, you don't have to reach in and hit the button to open it. the vehicle is going to be locked if you're walking out of a store, and all you have to do is walk up to the rear end, stand here for roughly a few seconds, and it will automatically open up for you. Just like that. And this is part of the user profiles that you can set up to customize to where Dana may not want this turned on, but I do, or vice versa. So you can actually set that up in the profiles. So in addition to this, for the profiles, because the list continues to grow as I'm learning, that you can also set up how fast this cargo hatch opens up and how high it goes. So if you happen to be a vertically challenged person like myself, or even shorter, and you don't want it to go too high where you can't reach it, then you can have it actually set to where it's a little bit lower and easier for you to be able to reach the automatic close button. Number 3, still in the cargo area, the cargo mat. Most vehicles will come with a very nice carpet liner for the rear. This one actually is reversible, so it has an all-weather side, saving you $200 to $300 on purchasing one of these, either from the dealer or an aftermarket. This was a great idea to add in, especially for those of us that live in rural areas.
We're counting off with number 4 on the list, and that's going to be passenger comfort. With a lot of new cars on the market, it's all about driver comfort. But in the Santa Fe Calligraphy Edition, it's also about the passengers, and that's one thing that we really like about this car. So in addition to having these nice leather seats in the back, you also can recline in the back seat. Enjoy yourself a nice nap while you don't even have to worry about driving because you're a passenger. Combine the reclining seats with the heated rear seats that come standard on the Calligraphy. Amazing. Counting down item number 5 of our amazing features. If you are the type of person who has small children and your car seat stays in your car for long periods of time, you're probably also going to have child safety locks turned on in the back seat just to make sure that your child is safe and isn't getting out of the vehicle on their own without your knowledge. Now, if you remove your child seats and take your friends out for the night on the town and forget to disengage your child safety lock, it's really easy in the Santa Fe Calligraphy Edition. It's one button, reachable by the driver. With one touch of a button, you can engage or disengage both the child safety locks on the doors as well as the window lock on the rear doors only. This button has no bearing whatsoever on the front passenger.
And there is a noticeable click that you hear from the back, so you know that it's fully engaged.
Item number 6 on the list, and one of our personal favorites. This one has to do with the driver's seat adjustment. So in addition to your typical front, back, up, down, tilt, reclining, you also have adjustable lumbar, which goes up, down, in and out, as well as this button right here. This one has quickly become one of our favorites as it adjusts how long the seat is. So if you're a little bit of a taller person, you can have that extra length on the seat, or if you really just enjoy having some extra support for your knees, you can as well.
Number 7 on our glorious list is heating and air controls, and one is just the extra cool technology factor of it. Everybody has module or mode buttons. However, this one I really love because it shows you a visualization of where the air is coming from without having to look. You can see Dana has moved it from the center vents plus the floor. She hits the button again and it's just the floor blowing out. And now it's the floor and the windshield. And then vents only. So it's a good visualization of where the air is actually going out of. So you don't have to listen to your partner. Where is the air going to? I can't feel it.
I feel triggered.
So this was a really cool option as well.
And also, if you're driving from your home button and you decide to change it, it will display in the corner. Item number 8 on the list is the one-touch parking view camera angles. So in many cars, when you are backing up and going in reverse, you'll get to see a specialized view of where it is that you're going. In this car, you get to see not only where it is that you're reversing into, but you also get to see a bird's eye view of everything around you, which is really neat, and you don't have to be in reverse to activate this view. All you need to do is press the parking view button, and you'll get a bird's eye view.
Number 9 on the list. You're in a store doing your shopping. You come out, you're parked in a parking lot, and you have a very unconsiderate shopping person that parked too close to your new ride. And you can't get in without potentially dinging your doors or dinging their car. This is an amazing feature that I wish was on all vehicles. This is the parking assist. And what you would end up doing with this is, one, doing the remote start from the key fob. Now that the vehicle is started, on the key fob itself, you have 2 buttons, a forward and a reverse with the P on it. And that is, of course, dependent upon how you are parked or how the parking spot is on whether you need to go forward or reverse. And we're going to go in reverse. And it's very quick on the reaction for stopping. And then forward. Plenty enough opportunity to be able to get out of the way of regardless what size the vehicle is. That was so inconsiderate of your great parking skills in order for you to get in and take off. Amazing. Number 10 on the list, and this one could be seen as a positive or a negative depending upon your view, but on the all-wheel drive models, they do not come with a spare. Compared to the other trim levels, they could not fit the spare in with the all-wheel drive system. So what they did instead was give you additional storage options. In this area, you have your sliding cargo cover that neatly stores in. Then removing this, so in addition to the storage area that you have, they also give you a Continental Conti Mobility Kit, which is basically a flat repair kit with the compound as well as the compressor to put the compound into the tire itself. So totally different with that. And then in the second compartment, this folds up as a trifold, and you have 3 separated large storage compartments. Number 11 on the list is the HUD. The HUD for this, and why it's on the list, is because how customizable it can be. You can adjust the brightness, you can adjust the location. It will show your current speed, and if you are navigating, it will show turn-by-turn instructions to include how far before that turn is. It will also show the speed limit of the road, as long as it can actually tell by the speed limit notifications out there. We've noticed that some rural roads, it will not display it. One other item on the speed limit that it cannot be customized is the color that it changes when you are increasing speed. As you see, it changed yellow when I am 1 to 4 miles per hour over. And as soon as I hit 5 over, it changes red. So those are the areas that you cannot customize. They stay that way.
Item number 12, and last on our list, is the cruise control. So with the cruise control, you have a lot of really nifty features, and my favorite is low range. You'll notice on the HUD here that we have the cruise control currently set to 20 miles per hour. So this would be good for school zones or any sort of slow area. This is something that other cars that I looked at did not do. You'll also notice that now we have lane assist up on the HUD display. That's another awesome feature that turns on with cruise control. Now, you can tell your cruise control and the car not to turn on lane assist unless you're on the interstate, in which case it turns on highway drive assist, automatically turning on the lane assist as well as keeping you centered in your lane unless you're using a turn signal.
Which we have learned does fantastic with following the lines and keeping you dead center within that lane.
And it does tell you to keep your hands on the steering wheel. This is not an automatic drive feature.
No autopilot.
No autopilot. We hope you've enjoyed some of these features that we're listing out today. And if we haven't covered something that you want to know more about, drop us a comment. We'd love to hear your favorites and also which ones you want to hear more about.
Yeah, please do. And if you came here looking for this particular content, stick around for a while. Click the subscribe button, because this will not be the only episode that we do around the Santa Fe. So you'll definitely want to come back for those as well. So until next time, stay safe, take care. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Bye.